right, we're here at the 2014 YZF450 introduction, and we found the testing manager over here, Steve Butler. Steve, I've known you a long time, worked for guys like Jeff Emig and some other great racers, knows these bikes intimately. Tell me what you guys were shooting for on this 450.
Well, we've been working on this bike for a while now, and yeah, you could, overall, it's an all-new machine. So, brand new chassis, new engine, all new bodywork. So, yeah, the main goal of this machine, our development focus, was to concentrate the mass. So, the silencer is moved forward 7.5 inches, and the front of the bike, the front end is closer, move the front wheel closer to the engine, and the overall bike is just a much more compact machine that is easy to change direction, more lightweight feeling, and especially with motocross being three-dimensional, you're leaning it, you're pitching front, back, sideways. To change direction is what motocross is all about.
Absolutely, and you guys also addressed air filter servicing and made that much more easy and accessible, and you didn't quit there. The engine is all new from what I understand as well.
That's right. So there's an all-new cylinder head, has bigger valves and new piston. There's a number of changes to the engine to where it really has more power at all RPM, and especially at high RPM, like some 7,000. Actually, we raised the rev limit to 11,500. So yeah, actually over rev is much improved as well.
Well, that means for Yamaha fans, big smiles and good things to come. So there it is. We've spent a few hours on the new Yamaha 450, and while this is only one track and one day, definitely come away impressed. The engine, I was always a fan of the engine the Yamaha had last year. It was a little more abrupt and flatter, where this year they've tried to spread that power out, and I think they've succeeded there. Definitely no shortage of power on this motorcycle. The chassis is obviously where they really focused, and what they're calling mass centralization, that's kind of what all the manufacturers are attempting to do. It's hard to make these bikes lighter without really sacrificing reliability, so they're trying to take that weight and just bring it to a center to make it feel lighter. And Yamaha's accomplished that with this motorcycle. It definitely has a nimble feel to it, very maneuverable in the air, turns well. We still, would like to get some more time on it and try to get a balance set up with our suspension. Just hard to do that in one day on one track with limited time, but so far definitely an improvement. For me, the things that I noticed that are better from last year, the wide tank and shroud on last year's bike, much improved this year. Definitely a slimmer feel, much more comfortable, especially for a guy who's got shorter legs. The sound from the front used to drive me nuts, and this year it's much better. You still get a little bit of that throttle body sound, but it's definitely a lot more subdued. And mainly is that stability in the back end. Last year I had a hard time getting that bike to be predictable and do the same thing every single time through a line. This bike's definitely an improvement from that. How much of an improvement? We're going to have to get on some different tracks and really put this thing, put some laps on it. But here at Zaka Station today, definitely improvement from last year's motorcycle. I can come into lines, ruts, whatever it is, and it tracks straight and does the same thing every time. That's what's big for me. Last year, I could hit the same line the same way 5 different times, and it would do 3 or 4 different things. So that was difficult for me to get comfortable on, and this year, definitely an improvement. So the styling and bodywork is awesome. Yamaha is very creative with the way they went about centering the fuel cell and the air filter up there. So kudos to them for that. They made a very cool looking motorcycle, and Yamaha fans are going to be happy. Thanks for watching.